When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Grab near the marker. It's Terrell. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
At the 40-yard line. First down, Purdue.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Off the play fake. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Nunez. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got it on the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal with the 1. Makes the grab on the left. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good.
7, Purdue, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't
don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Looking to pass. It's Toppins. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The inside handoff. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
And the Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oregon! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Quick spin on the line. And makes a tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now...
Oh, he's got some space. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
He'll blow it down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's complete to the left. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Caught in the backfield. It's Castillo. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Nunez. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terrell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to get the corner. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Nunez. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gain of 16.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Toppin. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here we go. Defense looks like they're coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Boilermakers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in. that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. To the air, it's Toppins. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a connection. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Let's go.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Boilermakers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Nunez. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Trying to burn this defensive back. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Bring in the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it along the sideline. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
To be honest, I think the quarter...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Nunez. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Westbrook. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Finding it tough to make positive yardage, now 3rd and goal from the 2. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. To throw, it's Toppin. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The short hands, it's Adderley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. It's Terrell. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Punts it out of the air. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Toppin. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to fire. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moffitt. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Nunez. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago.
He's looking deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds a seam. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Bro, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Catch in the middle, it's Westbrook. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Ducks are flying down the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't...
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Boilermakers buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Ellington. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. from the gun. Give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense is putting together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they've just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching it.